Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole collective Israel. All right, this lesson I'm going to get into, kind of around the topic of persecution. All right, martial law, FEMA camps. You know, that's all coming, man. All right, and whether you want to accept that or not is, that's really predestined for you already. If you're part of the elect or not, but whether you want to believe that FEMA camps are to kill you or to be against you, then so be it. All right, because there's a misconception because you guys believe literally everything the government feeds you with a spoon. You think that FEMA camps are for your own help. So how and when exactly is locking a bunch of people in a camp with barbed wire on top and heavy security cameras and guards, when is that protecting you? Why, if they're trying to protect you, why do they need to make it so you can't escape if you were to try to leave? That sounds like prison. Because it is. Alright? But, you guys are just going to believe whatever you want to believe at this point, man. Alright? And martial law, that's not for your own safety either, man. They're going to capture the people that go against their agenda, specifically in this case, the people that speak the truth of the scriptures, and they're going to capture them and they're going to kill them, man. Or they're going to shoot them right there. Alright? UN troops are known for raping people, man. So quit acting like shit's all good, man. Alright? Complete hell is about to come upon America, man. Alright? And it's well deserved, though. And it's going to end with America getting destroyed. Alright? So let's go into what this is. Rex 84. Short for Readiness Exercise 1984. Was a classified scenario and drill developed by the United States federal government to detain large numbers of United States citizens deemed to be national security threats. In the event that the president declared a state of national emergency, the plan was first revealed in a detail of major daily newspaper by reporter Alfonso Chardy in the July 5, 1987 edition of the Miami Herald. Possible reasons for such a roundup were reported to be widespread opposition to a U.S. military invasion abroad, such as if the United States were directly invade Central America. You really believe that, man? Some of you really believe that. You need to be able to look up things and to pick out information that's actually valid, man. They had drills to round large amounts of people up if they were security threats, if they were a threat to them. And how are they a threat? When you think about that, you think of a threat, you think of, they're terrorists. Okay, well, what is a terrorist? Somebody that causes terror, all right, massive amounts of fear on people. To an extent that, like, by making bombs and, let's just look up the word terrorist, all right? A person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims. Bomber, gunman, assassin, hijacker, arsonist, extremist, revolutionary, radical. So it's not necessarily people that are physically causing harm, man. Because the Hebrew Israelites, and I'm specifically speaking on GMS behalf because they're the ones that teach the sound doctrine of Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Well, I'm not speaking on their behalf, but I'm saying I'm speaking about them. They don't beat people up, man. They don't carry guns and shoot people. They don't make bombs. They don't, do anything like that. They don't do anything physical by hurting anybody, man. So what makes them terrorists? Why are they labeled as an extremist group and terrorists? Well, first of all, because this world is against righteousness. So, of course, if an opposing force goes against the current of wickedness, they're considered a terrorist. All right? You need to understand, first and foremost, that, well, not necessarily first and foremost, but something that would be nice for you to understand is the fact that this world is upside down, man. I'm going to get that first. I'm going to, kind of go in. Isaiah chapter 29 verse 15. Woe, which means destruction, unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? All right, that's the elites. They think nobody knows them, and a lot of people don't and didn't for a while. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it not, he had no understanding? Alright? So this whole world is upside down. Alright? This whole world is wicked and contrary to the scriptures. Alright? And all these religions are too. Which is why America heavily pushes Christianity. Because it's completely against the Bible in every way. The law is not done away with. The Messiah looks nothing like that according to the scriptures. The Israelites look nothing like that according to the scriptures. Right? They don't know the scriptures. You can read the scriptures up and down for your whole life, man. If you're not given the Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, you can't understand it. Alright, period. And only the elect are going to really understand it. Alright? So let's get Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth, so the planet, is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So it's saying, who is he then? If these people right here aren't the wicked, then who the hell is, man? Who the hell is the wicked? Right? And who is this wicked referring to? You Edomites, you so-called white people, other than the confusion of faces among you. All right. How do we know that? Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever, which is righteous anger. Alright? So, the border of wickedness. So, Edomites are the wicked. You can clearly see that by the acts that they've committed, on this planet too, since they were put in rulership. Alright, so the earth was given to you Edomites. But specifically, it's talking about the elite banker families. Alright? Because they're controlling everything, really. Well, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are controlling everything first and foremost, of course. But the elites on the left-hand side, because we're on the right-hand side. You're trying to be righteous on the right-hand side. They're on the left-hand side, and they're orchestrating, this new world order. Right, the NWO, which ultimately the main goal of that is to implant you with a microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, but let's really, think about this. So if the world is given into the hands of the wicked, right? So Yahweh gave it to the hands of the wicked for us being disobedient, right? So that means the world is wicked. That's why it says, don't be of the world, that says basically we live in the world, but we're not of the world, and a carnal mind is death. And, if you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. It says stuff like that because this world is wicked. Its ways are against the scriptures. So if the current's pushing, and it's a wicked current, because, if you go swimming and there's a current, you're swimming against the current, it's strong, man. You're an opposing force. So if you're pushing the truth of the scriptures, like GMS is, that doctrine, the reality, then you're considered a terrorist simply because you are the opposing force of the world. All right? Look at some movies, man. Some movies, the villain in the movie is actually the good guy. But you don't realize that because they socially program you to make you think that people that think like him are bad, when really the reasons that he has for doing such things are justified, and it's really the heroes that are the ones that are wicked. All right? This whole place is upside down, man. All right, everything you thought you knew is mostly a lie, if not all of it. All right, this whole world is wicked. So if we're swimming against that wicked current as attempting to be righteous, of course we're an enemy and a terrorist and a threat to society, man. A revolutionary. All right. So the main people they're going to be trying to go for in this, because they are doing these type of drills still, man. They're doing them right now. Or they're probably ready, all right? They're gearing up, man. So, and it says, in the event that the president declared a state of national emergency, I'm pretty sure they passed a law or something saying that if martial law is put, the Constitution is no longer in, all right? Because it's all about security. They'll have new rules, all right? And you can say, oh, you're wrong, or I heard something similar along those lines, man. All right, that the bringing martial law will completely take away your rights, and they can search your house, they can shoot you and kill you, they can put you in, a FEMA camp without trial, they can put you to death without trial. So keep thinking it's a joke, man. Keep thinking, what we're saying ain't true, because it's gonna be the death of you, man. All right, and most of you are gonna walk right into those FEMA camps because you still believe that they're helpful, man. All right, here you are, Jake being foolish. He walks in and sees somebody getting beheaded on a guillotine, sees people taking the mark of the beast, and he knows it's the mark of the beast. He's still gonna walk in there, man, because the Lord ain't with him. All right, the Lord's with the Israelites, but specifically right now the elect. All right, but that state of emergency, that can happen any day, man. That could be an EMP. It could be a thing like 9/11. And really, there doesn't even need to be any specific big event. They can just declare martial law because they feel like it. And with all these school shootings that they're orchestrating and that they're having happen, and you can say, oh, you really think it's a false flag. Well, listen, just because it's a false flag doesn't mean people aren't dying. All right? That doesn't mean people didn't get killed. But you really think that it's always the same let's just shoot up school. It's that type of season. And that alone is actually spewing up things, because us Jakes, man, well, carnal Jakes, they see it and they're like, there's a cracker on the screen that just shot like 10 people and killed them, and he's he's getting treated nicely. He's not getting beat up or gunned down. When Jake, holding the cell phone, he gets popped like 18 times, man. So, that's causing race wars and racial tension, which is in the scriptures. Now, it's also can be causing civil wars, here, like people wanting to rise up against the justice system, the government. It can also be gun control and martial law. All right, and once they got martial law, it's a wrap with because you can't stop what's coming, man, but you can stop yourself from being sucked into it, so to speak. All right, you can't stop the tornado from touching the ground, but you can take precautions and do the right thing to ensure that you are safe. All right, I'm not talking about getting a kit, let's stack up weapons and let's get these and that. No. All right, you have to have trust and faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, because he's the only one. Well, they're the only one, because Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are separate people, but I'm specifically talking about Yahweh, the Father. Yahweh will, if he wants to protect you, he will. If you're meant to be protected, but you got to put your trust in him, because he's the only one that can actually save you out of this, man. Okay, because it doesn't matter if you go in a shelter underground, or you're flying a helicopter all the time, or you go to some island that nobody's ever even heard of, and you can't be found. If judgment is supposed to get you and you're supposed to get killed, you're gonna get killed. It doesn't matter where you go, what you do, how you think, man. All right. So Yahweh is the only way to get delivered, and be protected from this place. Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shai, is coming to deliver the elect. All right. So let's get into. Well, first of all, this is what a FEMA camp says. The question says, why would FEMA camps have such high security fencing, right? You see it, obviously, and only one way in if they're supposed to be helping you? That looks like a straight up POW camp, man. Because you are a prisoner of war. And who's the war against? The saints. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. All right, that's a scripture. It's in Revelations. Revelation chapter 13, verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Alright? And most of the time when you go into nations, it's just talking about tribes. Alright? The tribes of Israel. But point is, war with the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites. Alright, so they're going to make war with the saints. So we're the enemy, right? They're going to be rounding us up. They're going to be killing us. All right? They're going to be beating us down. All right? At it's like at a much larger scale than you see now, man. All right? When we say all hell is about to break loose, we mean all hell is about to break loose. Okay? There is no, well, maybe it will happen next. No. Okay, it's almost here, if not right at the fucking door, knocking on it, man. All right. Well, hold on, let me get a. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So let's talk about martial law, man. They're going to break into your house when you least expect it. They're going to be holding guns at you. They're going to shoot you right there. They're going to bring you to a FEMA camp. They're going to try to get you to take that chip. And if you don't, they're going to cut your head off with a guillotine. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Alright. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire, which the chosen are the elect. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. And you have to believe that, man. But some of us will be martyrs. Alright? Martyrs. You just have to, mentally and more importantly, spiritually prepare, which goes hand in hand. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. Alright? And that's where I'm going to stop with that. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, or 10. Slakia. Fear none. It says none. Not most, or some. It says fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. It says faithful unto death, meaning if you're put into a FEMA camp, and the 10 days, that's just a number, right? That doesn't mean literally 10 days. It could be less, it could be more, all right? And that devil is talking about the mainly the elites, all right? But you wicked, the wicked of the earth, man, which I already went over who that is, all right? You so-called white people collectively are the confusion faces, but it's mainly going to be the martial law troops and the higher up people, like the elites, that, because for all you know, which I strongly, I'm speaking as a man, I strongly believe that they already have a list. They have a list. These people, we're going to bring into FEMA camps and we're going to try to brainwash them, back to sleep. These people on this list, they're a threat. We need to kill them. There's no hesitations. Don't take them prisoner. Kill them, And this is some serious times, man. So you got to be faithful unto death. All right, if you get thrown in those FEMA camps, you're most likely going to die in there, right? That doesn't mean give up hope, man, because you never know. Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, Salakia, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, which is that microchip, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years. Alright? So that's clear as day, man. Alright, and if you die in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you're a martyr on this side, for the second death, which we've had more than 2 deaths, obviously. Because reincarnation's in the scriptures, Adawan, Ratchasah, were of the elect. That would mean we were the first fruits. Alright, but what I'm saying is the second death, what people mean when they say that, or what they should be saying, when GMS members, when people in the truth that understand the scriptures and reincarnation look at it spiritually, when we say the second death, all right, we're talking about mass death, because the first death was when the flood, hit, when the flood came on the earth, right, with Noah and the ark. This death is nuclear fire, all right. All right. I think you get the point. There's more scriptures, but you just need to prepare, man, for this persecution that's to come. All right, it's not no joke, man. So with that said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and others, a great millstone who are well. Peace and blessings to the whole collective Israel. All right, Shalom.